Hey, hey.
Hello there.
Welcome to GZR, Ground Zero Radio, the best
Yep.
of Orange County's original music scene.
And beyond.
And beyond.
Beyond.
And we have a phone call right off the top.
Oh, that was quick.
All right. Let's see who
People
this
are calling
is.
in.
Hello,
Welcome to GZR, Ground Zero Radio. Who are we speaking with?
this is Jamie.
All right, Jamie. Welcome to the show. It's Tris.
Hey, Tris.
Hey, Jamie. This is Michaela and Mike Karen here on You Are Live on GZR Ground Zero Radio. And we've got Joey and John in the studio with us as well.
Well, we got Jamie, too.
We've got Jamie's picture on
We
the
have a
table.
picture of you. There he is. There he is. But your lips are not moving. I don't know. What's wrong with this thing?
I thought about making it a hand puppet, but then again, I thought that's not a good idea.
Oh, that would have been great.
You just didn't want to put your hand up, Jamie?
Exactly.
That would be awkward. Roxanne in the house.
Yep, Roxanne.
What's up? What's up? Hey.
Man, we are so thrilled to have you guys in here. We are
God.
fans like crazy. We're super fans. So, we've been lucky to see you guys play twice, and we've been following, especially the last few years, what you guys have been up to. And, I don't know the full history of the band, but maybe Jamie can kind of give us a little background here, and then maybe he's going to get heckled by his bandmates. I don't know. We'll have to see this goes. But, yeah, Jamie, tell us about how this all started.
Oh, man. How far do you want me to go back?
Oh, that's up to you. We got an hour.
Well, tell
got an hour.
us about the beginning days. Let's start there.
Yeah.
Not when you were 2,
Right,
but the
or
beginning of
7
Roxanne.
or something.
Well, I guess the beginning of Roxanne was meeting Joe, and I think Joe, when was that, like in 84 or something like that?
No. I better take this.
Here we go.
So we were a Riverside band. We had 3-piece guy, and we went through 23 singers. And so this, I remember what year it was because it was 81. We're going through all these singers and some really good singers, but they didn't have the extra, how you say it, just
The it.
whatever,
Yeah,
The
the
it
it
factor,
factor.
whatever like that. So,
Sure.
so kind of what changed my life was January 6th of 82. I went to me and the guitar player and the singer that we ended up booting. We went to go see Motley Crue at the Whiskey, and it was back when they were on Leather Records, and it's like.
Whoa.
We need somebody who the chicks dig.
I might have
You know
been
what I
at
mean?
that
Like,
show,
really?
actually. Did Nikki Sixx break his bass string by chance? On that
I
one?
don't remember.
All right, I'm sorry.
But
Go ahead.
But Tommy Lee was playing in his Speedo. That's what I remember. It's like,
Yeah.
man, these guys get all the chicks, and they had Vince Neil, who was hot Vince Neil at the time. So then I'm like thinking, like, where are we gonna get a singer? Because Riverside was kind of a small pond at that time.
Sure.
And so
yeah.
my sister went to school with Jamie and say, hey, there's this guy named Jamie. He's got this band called Tyrant in Merino Valley, which was then called Sunnymead.
Yes.
And then,
I remember.
And this is before cell phones or whatever. So me and the guitar player, we went and checked out his band. Waited for them to finish playing, and it was, here's my phone number, dude. Just call us. I was like I don't know why you called us because I think you're happy with your band. So, and then Jamie came and we started writing music together, and that was our first band together. And then it gets more complicated. Do you want to pick up from here, Jamie?
Yeah. Is that a true
I
story?
don't know. I like listening to you tell the story. I've told it so many times, and plus being on the phone, the audio's better with you talking than me.
Okay, so that was phase one. So
we can hear you fine, though.
So we were we were a 5-piece band, and we were playing a bunch of shows, and so all around Riverside. And so the first time we get this gig in Vegas, wow, big time. We're playing a club in Vegas. So we all load up the cars. Was it the Moby Grape? That wasn't the first place we played, was it, Jamie?
No, it was. I think it was called Captain America's.
That makes sense. So we play a couple sets. So after on the break, I'm outside, and this old lady. She must have been like 35. She's like, oh gosh, she can't approach me. I felt like she was hitting on me. She goes, my sons live in Hawaii, and they're going to open up for Def Leppard at the arena there.
Whoa.
And they need a bass player. I'm like,
what?
And this is she pulled me aside. This wasn't from the band. So I'm like, okay, whatever. And like, and I took her number, whatever, like that, and just we all drove. We did another set, and we all drove back home and all that. So the next week, and I get a call from the brothers who live in Hawaii. They flew down to their mom's house in Hawaii. They flew me to their from L.A. to Vegas to meet them, and I'd never been on a plane before. It's like, this is pretty cool. So we met, and they had money there. They had doom buggies where we go out in the middle of the desert and shoot machine guns and ride dirt bikes. Like,
good old Vegas days.
This is a cool life. It's like, I think I want some of this. And they were telling me that they had they're playing for opening for Def Leppard 2 nights in a row at the NBC Arena, the Niels Blaisdell Arena. So I'm like, wow, man, I don't know that. I kind of talked. We talked each other into playing with each other, and so it's like, I was listening to their tape, and it's like, yeah, they weren't very good, but somehow they got the opening slot. So because they were the local band, they were
sure.
So I said, you know what, how about playing our songs that from my band, and then I didn't really like the way their singer sounds. Like, I talked him into Jamie, sight unseen. And
wow.
So so the day I literally have my ticket. I'm flying to a one-way ticket to Hawaii, and then the day before I leave, I said, Jamie, this is what's going on, and then Jamie said, all right. So Jamie had no time or very little time to say goodbye. So he's like, oh, I guess I'm going to Hawaii. So
jeez, that's incredible.
And so 1 month from the day that we got picked up at the airport, we were opening for 2 sold-out nights for Def Leppard Pyromania tour when they're. So it was
wow. Yeah. So the definition of luck is being available for the opportunity when opportunity knocks, blah blah blah, whatever. But that's exactly it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, just being able to drop and go, and the rest is history.
Well, it would have been really tough to have a day job and like, I might, sorry, I'm not going to Walmart today, but I have this chance to open up this band, and so that just that one little taste of the after we played a 45-minute set, and so we didn't know how this was going to go. We were tight as we can possibly be in a garage for just getting off the plane and rehearsing these songs for a month every day, whatever like that. It was a rough life, surfing, body surfing, and
Hawaii
in Hawaii and all that stuff. And Jamie got ate by mosquitoes. Besides that, and then so after the first songs ended, you're like, well, are they going to start throwing things like, wow, this is really easy. 10,000 people screaming for you. So, with the ups and downs of playing music for 40 plus years, if I didn't have that taste of like that adulation from 10,000 people, I think I would just given up. Because as you know, it's not a bed of roses. It's not like you play a couple of songs, you get a record deal, and you start buying mansions and stuff like that. So it's but that kept me personally going through all the hardships and stuff.
Sure.
So.
Well, it's interesting you mentioned that because we were talking before the show, and we were mentioning the Pomona Valley Auditorium, and I got a chance to play that once, and I never forgot the sound of the amp coming through the house PA.
Oh, that's
that's the thing that you live for.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyways, Michaela.
Yeah,
she has something.
I do. We got another call on the other line, and I can't. Unfortunately, I can't merge the calls together.
Oh.
But I did need to let. Do you guys, all your names start with the letter J. Did you plan that?
Except for the drummer.
Except for the drummer.
His starts with D like drums.
The 3 J's.
There you go.
Plus D like drums.
And a D.
For Dave.
I need to let you guys know that Lumpy,
Okay.
also known as Steve Lacey from Arizona, he has called in on line 2. Can't patch you guys together, but I did want to at least let you all know that he was on the other line. And if you have a message for me to give back to him, I'll holler back at him.
I'm sorry I threw your bike in the pool, Lumpy.
And that's why he's calling.
All right. You guys take it from here. I'm going to talk to Lumpy.
All right.
I've never forgiven myself for that.
Oh my gosh. So
We're talking bicycle, right?
He'll know what that means. Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, it's a bicycle.
All right.
So fascinating. I mean, that's one of those opportunities, like I said, that a lot of people dream of is getting that call, that sends you off on a jet and sends you off, especially when you're young, and being able to play in front of that many people. I mean, what an experience.
So that was the phase 2 of the story. So that was the second band. So after that, Jamie and I were in, And then after this band fizzled out, we left Paradise after 3 months. We convinced the band like we were just big fish in a small pond.
Sure.
So we got because then we opened up also for Night Ranger. This is again high MTV era and all that. So it's like we did everything we can possibly do on the island. So like, let's move to the mainland and let's do this
And
for
go
reals.
for it.
Let's go. So we got the band house in North Hollywood. And
Oh,
that's when we started our Sunset Strip career. And,
Yes.
and you know the whole flying the poles and and you know that was a fun life.
Putting
and,
your fly over the top of Rat.
Yep.
yeah,
Right.
The Motley Crue.
Yeah, which exactly they were our peers at that time. They
Sure.
were, you know, Poison was coming up at exactly the same time, and they made it, and we didn't at the time, you know. So it's but we were playing the same clubs and ran with the same like girls and stuff that just so we had and it's the same thing with L.A. Guns and all those bands like that. So this band eventually fizzled out, and so Jamie and I we go back to Riverside, and we're like, well, let's continue to play music, but we need some more members. We need a guitar player and a drummer, and this is where they enlisted us. The powers that be in Riverside. There was a battle of the bands, and Jamie and I were enlisted to be the judges. And so our goal, our motive was to let's see who the best ones are, and then we'll just
Steal the members.
And that's exactly
Why
what we
didn't we
did.
think of that?
We should have.
Come on.
Barely getting by. The dead among the living ignore the hands of time, and they can be so unforgiving. I don't know how it ended up this way, dying on the vine to hide the lies away. Standing here broken with dust in my eyes, my arms are wide
That's the stuff right there.
Right, Roxanne?
Crowd's going wild.
Really cool.
Hey, we got a call from Rick from Corona Del Mar. He is a huge fan.
Excellent.
And he has a question. First of all, he wanted to say, he's a big fan. And he
Thank
said,
you.
every
Rick.
song that you put out there is a hit.
It's a fact.
Yeah.
Fact.
True.
Appreciate it.
Yes. And he has a question. When you guys go into the studio, do you bring in like a ton load of songs and then you wind up with what we hear on the album? Or do you only come in with what's on the album? Boom.
We start with a ton of songs, and then we'll narrow it down. And then by the time we get into the studio, we pretty much know what we're going to do.
Right on.
Yeah.
There you go. Thank you for calling in, Rick from Corona Del Mar. Thank you so much for being a fan of Roxanne and listening to Ground Zero Radio.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Rick.
How you
Thanks,
doing?
Rick.
How you doing, Jamie?
No, I'm good. I'm enjoying just sitting here listening to this.
So one thing I wanted to mention, and Jamie, this is what's really neat is, you guys are a 2-guitar band. I mean, you do your vocal thing, but the thing that is missing in music today is the dual leads, and you guys have perfected that. And I think so.
Thank you.
So, I mean, Jamie, have you always been a lead guitar player? I'm going to ask you that right off because I know you're a lead singer, but it's rare, and we know who the cats are, from Sammy Hagar to Peter Frampton to, who else am I missing? Their lead, play lead and play rhythm and write music. I mean, have you always played guitar since day one?
Yeah, I mean, I think you're overestimating me and my guitar playing abilities.
Don't think so.
But yeah, I've always played guitar before I even tried to sing. So the guitar is that's how I write the songs, is using the guitar.
Mm-hmm.
And then usually then John comes up with the solos and says, "Here, you play this part." So it's really more John's doing than it is mine.
Yeah, well, I kind of thought that might be the case, but I wanted to give you some kudos. But I know that John is a stellar guitar player. We've watched him
yeah.
live, and yeah, I mean, the songs are so well written, and the lead solos, for those listening who haven't heard, they need to listen to this band, especially if they've been lacking, hearing dual lead solos from bands. And it's so rare that that's out there, and you guys make a point to it to bring in that element in your music, and it's something that's been missing forever, and it seems seamless to you after seeing you live. Mike and I, we've been to 2 shows, and we stood there with our jaws open pretty much the whole time. I brought a friend of mine who'd never even heard of you other than maybe back in the day, and he's on East Coast, and he is like the biggest fan. He tells everybody about it and shares the music. He had no idea, So, I mean, it's really cool that that's reached out that way.
Yeah, very
Yeah, I think that some of that just kind of happened through the evolution of the band, because when we went in to record our first album, the producer, Jeff Workman, he had been the engineer on a bunch of great records and a bunch of great Queen records, and he actually dialed the knobs on The Boys Are Back in Town for Thin Lizzy. Even though he didn't produce that record, he happened to be in the studio. They needed somebody to tweak some things, and he was sitting there, and he did that. And so when we started doing the pre-production on our first record, a lot of that input was Jeff. Jeff said, let's harmonize these little pieces of the solo, and we said, oh, that's great, let's do more of that, and that's kind of where it came from. So we have Jeff to thank for that.
Yeah. All those little harmony stabs, accentuating chord stuff, yeah.
Yep.
It's him trying to have us tap into our inner Queen
Yes.
and Lizzie. And
Yeah.
And not to mention that was back in the day. This is pre-Pro Tools and computers. This was all on 2-inch tape and several passes, and you lose a little bit of quality each time. So he just knew what to do and how to make things happen, and had that magic. He's the part of the magic behind Cars, Queen, Foreigner, Rod Stewart, Journey, and we're talking not every one of their albums of the bands we just mentioned, but their breakthrough or their bigger albums. Jeff was pretty hands on with that, and we were very blessed to have him. He's very critical in our early sound for sure.
Very lucky, very blessed for that, for sure.
I have a question from another caller. This question is for Joey.
Oh yeah.
And the caller is Mr. Rob Young, who is listening to Ground Zero right now over in Tacoma, Washington.
Hey,
All right.
Rob.
Sweet.
Hey.
Joey, were you ever a member of WASP?
Well, that's this is not officially, but we have a friend of ours who is Riverside is a very small place, and as far as I know, the only thing that came out of Riverside that commercially big for rock and roll was Strawberry Alarm Clock, which is Incense Peppermints.
Yep.
And also the bass player for Joan Jett, the original guy. He was a young guy. He was a fan, and that's I think that's pretty much it. But there's this underground guy who's no longer with us, but he was a peer. He went to school with Jamie, Bill Bartell, and I was a friend of ours is actually trying to do like a little documentary about this guy. He was really eccentric, quirky guy that Jamie's really tight with, through the years and all that stuff. So he got me an edition for Wasp, and I never heard of Wasp at the time. I was like 19 or 20, whatever. But I was tall, so I looked older than that. And Blackie, the singer, if you don't know Wasp, he was serious as a heart attack. And at the time, like to me, I've never met somebody that serious. And to me, he seemed like he had zero sense of humor. And so
he comes off that way.
Very
for sure.
green. And so this is back. He played a rhythm guitar, and they had another guitar player before Chris Holmes got in the band, a guy named Randy Piper. And so this is before Blackie played bass. He was playing rhythm guitar. So I learned a lot of things from him and kind of the business thing just for the short time I was with. I went into pre-production for a month with them in the studio and stuff. But one of the funny stories with that was like, so we go into the studio and there's a SVT cabinet from one of the bass players that used to be in the band, and there was a cheese grater like screwed to the side of the thing. It's like, what's that for? And he goes, well, that's the other bass player. He used to grind his knuckles on it so they'd bleed. So when he got on stage, it's like, and I just laughed. Like, are you kidding me? And so he didn't appreciate that. I didn't think that I wasn't that committed.
Right.
I'm not gonna scar my knuckles for that. So it didn't work out, for, obviously. But I'm glad they had success. And but it was a good little lesson. And I was no way could have ever been in that band. But I wasn't pre-production. I re-recorded. I have some demos and stuff on a cassette somewhere with me playing with Wasp. So I was never in the band though. So good question though.
Good question. That reminds me of the club days, because when they're in the club, we had friends that would go and see them, and when they came home, they were covered in blood.
Right.
Because he would have chicken blood, and
he would
he'd throw
meat
to the crowd, and it'd be in their shirts they bought from Judy's or whatever, stained forever.
That's too bad.
And then one other little tidbit about Blackie. I went to his little flat in Hollywood, and it was really gothic and just creepy looking, with all kinds of satanic books on his bookshelf and like a throne. And Nikki Sixx for sure came to his house and ripped off all that shot at the devil. Definitely came from Nikki coming to Blackie's house.
I don't doubt
So,
it.
and so who got big and who didn't. So like, nice move, Nikki.
All right.
Hey guys, let's listen to some Cherry Bay.
Let's do it. All right. Cherry
First
Bay
record.
coming on.
Backseat junkie, don't do
I can hear that.
We can hear the 12-second delay.
That what that is?
Well, so we're having such a good time here. Apparently, you can hear us talking, and we apologize for that. We are having a good time, and it is a party, so you're invited. Anyways, so it is what it is.
Yeah,
Michaela?
I'm leaving Jamie's phone
We'll do
line
better.
on so he can hear where
Okay.
we're at.
We'll do better. We won't talk during the song anymore. So, if possible. I don't know.
Okay. Okay.
very difficult.
We'll see about that.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll just have to see.
We had
about
another caller.
We did. We had another caller. And this question is for John.
Uh-oh.
that. All right, John.
Where's
you
my
ready?
$20? Who asked that?
Get in line.
This is from Kenny C. in
Yeah.
Roanoke, Virginia.
Right on. What's up, Kenny?
Right on. He's listening to the show online, www.kociradio.com. Anyways, his question for John, is it true that you used 6 phaser pedals
Is that possible?
on the song Waiting for Laura?
Well, of course, because as everyone knows, 6 is the ultimate
Yes.
phaser.
2's not enough.
Yes.
Awesome.
Any less wouldn't cut it. Any more is just overkill.
Wow. So it's a true story.
It is true.
So were they set the same, or did you have them swirling?
They're all
in it?
set different, and they're all on it all the time.
No kidding. Clever. I've never tried that.
Out of phase phaser.
Yeah, mostly because I've never had but one phaser. I don't know where you get 6.
John's house.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome.
All right, good question.
I'm so glad all these people are listening from, different states around the world. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That goes to show the quality of musicianship we have on the show tonight with Roxanne
Yep.
in the house, right? I only wish we could bring everybody online at the same time, but hey, this is fun. Jamie, how you doing?
I'm good. This is funny. I'm laughing over here.
It is freeform radio. I warned you.
I'm making all kinds of faces at your picture.
She's making googly eyes at it, Jamie.
Yes, she is. That's right.
Having a great time.
Yeah.
Your songs
Yeah,
are
I
awesome.
think Joe somebody just sent me that picture. Who sent me that?
I did. Yeah. Did you zoom in on it?
This is you. This is what you
That's
look
you.
like tonight.
I like the shirt.
This is the shirt you have
I
on.
like the shirt.
All right, check this out. We're going to listen to some more by Roxanne. Who wants to introduce this next song that has a very unique title, GFY?
Jamie, that's you, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought we couldn't say that when we were playing.
You can't.
We
You
can.
can't.
We can
have
only
the-
say
we have the
GFY.
G-rated version.
Yeah.
And I can't wait because I did not know a PC
existed.
version even existed of this.
It just goes. The vocal just goes silent where the
Yes.
word we can't say would be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody
Okay.
will know what it is either.
Yeah.
It's a great song, and you got some other people on this one, like Doug Pinnick, right? And
Hey, Doug's in the
More
studio too.
pictures.
Hey, Doug.
I happen to have a picture of Doug, and am I not mistaken, but wasn't there a Mr. Lynch involved in this?
You would be correct, sir.
Yes, with a shovel. He shows up with a shovel.
It's a great video. If your mom lets you stay up late and watch the videos, guys, check it out. Guys and
Yes.
gals,
It's incredible
Great band.
video.
but you know,
Just so you know, YouTube put an age restriction on this video.
I bet.
I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah, you
That's
have to-
kind of cool.
You have
that
to
is
actually
cool.
you have to actually type in the title that you're looking for, otherwise it won't come up. Like sometimes YouTube will suggest, oh, you like that, you like this. It will not suggest this song to anyone. You have to
Yeah.
actually type this in.
Even if you just do a Google search for Roxanne Band,
Yeah.
it comes up because that photo of you was a
Is that where you got
screenshot
that?
from that video.
Oh,
so,
okay. I was wondering where that was
So we
from.
don't have to
I like
talk
it.
about it. So, anyways, let's listen
Let's-
to GFY.
Thank
Oh man, yes,
I think we
Right.
call that rock and roll.
yes,
Absolutely.
yeah. This song reminds me of seeing you guys live because I wanted to mention, when John is playing, he's in his zone, and I watch you play, and I'm like, I know exactly how he feels because you're sensing the song, and I mean, you dance. You probably don't even know you do, but you're kicking it. So much that I'm thinking, I hope he doesn't fall off that stage because you go at it like an animal. And it's just so inspiring to see that as a live group. I mean, people got to come out and see you guys. I just wanted to mention that because you're playing, your lead playing, your rhythm playing. I'm a guitar player, and we've had a lot of guitar players in here, and we identify with that.
Right.
We know what it's like.
Well, thank you, man.
Yeah, for sure.
It's funny. We were just laughing at that last riff that George does on
Yes.
the outro of that solo.
Yeah.
I remember hearing it just going like, that's bitching. Hope you guys don't expect me to ever play that because I can't.
That's a George thing, right?
What key is that?
It isn't a key. He's going out on left field on that. Yeah. And that's okay.
It's George, yeah. It's
Yeah.
George.
Yeah.
George has gotten up with us a few times and played that too. So.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, wow.
That would be a great night for sure. Cool.
All right.
All right.
Song number 4. Someone to Love.
Someone to love.
I think it
Do
says
someone
someone
to
to
kill.
love.
Jamie?
Don't you want
I think he couldn't get more far off.
Okay. Jamie's texting me important information to mention.
September 16th at the Arcada Theater in St. Charles, Illinois.
Awesome.
Check out
Yeah.
Roxanne.
With Last in Line.
Yeah,
my
nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Okay.
Tell
well,
Vinny we say
And
hi.
Roxanne, your website address. Can you hear me,
Is?
Jamie?
Oh,
Oh, I don't know if
Jamie.
you can
I
hear
don't
me.
know. Does anybody know that?
You're asking the wrong guys.
Dave takes care of that. I think it's RoxanneBand.com.
It is.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Cool.
It
Sounds
is,
right.
yes.
Sounds right. We'll go with that.
Lucky guess.
RoxanneBand.com. Yes. Yeah, these guys, what you are hearing on their recordings is what you get live.
And more.
And that is verified,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Oh, it's
Sweet.
It's an awesome live
Incredible show. And if you guys need a tech for that show in Illinois, I'll do it. Just let me know.
If you need media coverage.
All right. Let's hear some more Roxanne with Someone to Kill.
I thought you were gone, that you had moved on, but you're here on my caller ID. I'm not surprised your delusional mind thinks it might be alright to call me. What will it take to get through to you that this nightmare has come to an end? Delete me from your phone and leave me alone. I won't let you suck me back in. Don't call me, don't haunt me, don't act like you just wanna be friends, 'cause it never ends. Let's make amends. Don't call me, don't haunt me, don't act like you might not be stuck in a hole when everyone knows that you're still looking for someone to kill the pain. They poisoned your mind, then left you behind. I told you the tables would turn. Now don't look to me for sympathy, 'cause baby, that bridge has been burned. Don't try to explain the dead and the pain. Like always, your words are just hollow. I'm done with it all. You make my skin crawl. The truth is a hard pill to swallow. Don't call me, don't haunt me, don't act like you just wanna be friends, when it never ends. It's all pretend. Don't call me, don't haunt me, don't act like you might not be stuck in a hole
What's up? Roxanne.
Yeah.
Roxanne in the studio tonight. And thank you so much, Jamie, for calling in, and Joey and John for being here with us.
Thank you. Thank you.
Man, I'm gonna tell you what. Oh, can you hear me, Jamie?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay,
All right,
good.
right on, good. Thank you so much for calling in tonight, and for John and Joey being here in the studio. In case you didn't hear that earlier, thank you so much. You guys are freaking amazing. Is
Joey,
it okay
Joey
if I
wanted
say
to be here
freaking?
so bad he came here twice.
Yeah. I was only 12 hours early.
Yeah.
Right on.
It's going to work out for your benefit.
Yes.
Right on. Man, we are absolutely huge fans. And the musicianship, oh, come on now. It goes without saying.
Oh, shucks.
Do you notice whenever any of you
Whoa.
guys say any of that, we all start giggling?
Yeah. Well, you know.
Well, the people,
But
lucky people out there in Illinois are going to get to see you.
Yes.
Yes. And
Yep,
that's
we're looking forward to that.
Spreading the word, man.
Mm-hmm.
We did a show in Vegas with Last in Line, and it's so incredible seeing those guys play those songs.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
like,
Great band, for sure.
Yeah.
amazing. What a killer lineup. Bring that lineup down here to Southern California. Hello.
I know,
Hello, too.
right?
Yes.
Right? Man, and absolutely delicious vocals in those songs, not just the lead vocals, but the harmonies as well. And
She's looking at your picture again, Jamie.
Yes.
Yeah.
stop.
There he is. There he is for you. We have to get him in here. He's got to make an appearance.
I'm as red as
someday.
my shirt is now. Stop it. No, seriously, I dig hot vocals and amazing lyrics and incredible musicians. And okay, now I'm going to tell you something. This is the dorky side of me, but now that I have been a week long listening to these songs, preparing for this radio show tonight, these vocals are now the vocals that I practice to extend my own range.
Wow.
And
That's awesome.
prior to that, it was Zeppelin. And so you were, man, no, man, I'm just talking about some serious range and vocal quality
You could hit
that
these
really
Jamie's,
stretches me.
You could hit these Jamie notes. I can't hit these things, but good for you. Oh, good for you.
in the shower. In the shower, okay?
Yeah, Jamie's way up there.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Absolutely digging your stuff. Thank you so much for sharing with
Thanks,
us tonight.
Thank you for having us. And thanks for the
Yeah.
support.
Thanks.
RoxanneBand.com. You guys have vinyl out, by the way, don't you?
Yes.
Yep.
I want to purchase some vinyl. All right.
And they're all
Go-
groovy.
Go to
They're
the
all
website.
cool
Oh,
colors. Yeah.
Really
Like
colors.
they're like
That.
melted creamsicles and
Yeah.
Yeah.
splatters. And yeah, they're cool.
Fun.
Awesome.
On
Fun
180
to look at.
gram vinyl, the delicious 180 gram vinyl.
Nice.
See,
The
you
good
guys
stuff.
did it all right.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
All of it, top to bottom.
Yeah, that's what you got to do these days to stay relevant.
Get that vinyl out there.
Yep. Vinyl's back.
Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome.
That's so awesome.
It's going to my catalog. All right, we're taking the show out with "Can't Stop Thinking" by Roxanne.
That's the
Right.
first album. If you want to get this, it's on this album.
Bye-bye,
Okay.
everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good night, everyone.
Goodbye. Thanks for having us.
All right.
Cheers.
Take care.
Bye.
See you later.
Bye-bye.
Ta-ta.
Hi, sorry I'm not home right now. Please wait for the tone and leave your name, number, and a brief message. I'll be sure to get back to you.